Joe Biden, remember him? Where is he? He's doing all that he can to make sure that America is less safe in his final weeks as, surprisingly, President of the United States, and is actually selling pieces of the border wall. Remember the border wall? Prior to President Trump taking office, they're just selling off the pieces, bargain basement prices. The administration auctioning off panels of the wall, beginning at $5 a piece. You know what we paid for them when they rolled out of the factory? One Border Patrol agent telling the Daily Wire, the goal is to move all of it off the border before Christmas. I'm sure somebody's getting a big Christmas present out of this. President Trump ripped the Biden administration for the fire sale that they're running right now.
The administration is trying to sell it for 5 cents on the dollar, knowing that we're getting ready to put it up. And what they're doing is really an act. It's almost a criminal act. They know we're going to use it, and if we don't have it, we're going to have to rebuild it, and it'll cost double what it cost years ago, and that's hundreds of millions of dollars. That has nothing to do with a smooth transition. That has to do with people really trying to stop our nation. And all it means really is that we're going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars more. Not even talking about the time. Time would be pretty long. But we'll spend hundreds of millions of dollars more on building the same wall that we already have.
So, Foldy, these pieces of the border wall have just been stacked up and sitting down there waiting for someone to come and love them. And now the Biden people are selling off, presumably to pals of theirs at bargain basement prices. And there are even reports that the people that are buying the sections are now trying to sell them back to the government at inflated prices before they even move them.
Fortunately, Trump does know a thing or two about building things. And yeah. I don't know if it's better or worse, but this has been going on at least since earlier this year. My friend Morgan Ortegas did a border trip I was on with some candidates for office, and 2 of them won their elections. One of them, I talked with him about how the border, visiting it, helped him in his Pennsylvania House election. Rob Bresnahan. We saw this. We literally walked by here. Dave McCormick, who won the Senate race, he filmed a video near the unused border wall parts like that had already been getting sold for parts. Fortunately, Trump wants to secure the border because you need to do it. Unfortunately, it's going to be at a totally unnecessary cost for taxpayers. So for the whole year of 2024, Biden has been actively undermining efforts to secure the border by putting up this wall we've already paid for, which makes it even more crazy, I think.
Right. Now, I mean, Jason, that's right. We've already paid for this. Previous administration, that seems like not so long ago, got these pieces together, and now they know the administration's coming back and they'll use them. They know that Biden knows what they're doing now. We'll just slow things down and make it much more expensive, right?
So the one thing that I want to disagree with that Foldy stated was this idea that, Biden doesn't want the border to be secure. If you look at the record over the last year, we have, as a matter of fact, last month, it dropped another 17%. We're at about, I think, 46,000 encounters coming down from, of course, a high that we reached in December of 2023.
They're, of course, being encountered because they're
obviously, these numbers are going down. So if he wanted to keep the border insecure, then it would not be going.
Do me a favor.
Trump didn't win earlier in 2024. He didn't win in February or March or April.
The border is not
very clear.
You can walk around.
The illegal immigrant surge happened under Biden. You're talking about over 10 million illegal aliens who have crossed the border because Biden administration abandoned what would be secure border policies. End of story, period. When it comes to this wall, it's very clear that you've seen the holes in this wall. I saw them personally in Nogales, Arizona. It is a complete tragedy, allowing for thousands, hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants to continuously go through our porous border. And it is shameful that the Biden administration abandoned the border and not protected Americans. It is a national security and humanitarian crisis.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.